I'd work for all my life.
AM 1220 KHTS, your hometown station. I'm Janice Murray, and I am here today on a special show, special 9/11 show, to talk with Chuck Morris. He is a Korean veteran who is running the Veterans Club in Friendly Valley and is the owner and this was his brainchild to bring the Traveling Veterans Memorial Wall to Santa Clarita. Your big push when you took over of the council, or took over the club, was to make it a benefit to your members, to help them to learn how to work the system and get the benefits that they're entitled to.
Which we have been able to do.
Which you've been very successful at doing, and you in turn bringing in professionals to speak on different topics from the CalVet or the Veterans Administration, got wind of this traveling wall. Not knowing, never have seen it, not knowing what it was about, thought that this was something you could have in your Friendly Valley parade, and when it all said and done, you realize this is a 360-foot long, 8-foot high, 80% replica of the real veterans, Vietnam Veterans Wall
in Washington.
And I think the sweetest thing is you understanding, you living in a retirement community, there are a number of people who may have been veterans or their family members who've lost a veteran who will never get to D.C. to see, touch, and feel this actual wall. So what a better way to honor those servicemen who've given their time and their than to bring a picture of it, a portion of it, something that we here can touch and feel and share.
That was one of the reasons that in investigating the wall and what it would take, I wanted to bring it here for the people that could not afford or cannot afford to go to Washington to see this monument to veterans and soldiers of a horrific war. The average age of the names on that wall is 22 and a half years old. They were just kids, which is unbelievable.
Yes.
Well, I had the idea. The first person that I went to about the wall was, at that time, Council Member Bob Keller,
my buddy.
And
Love
I've
Bob.
known Bob for a while, and I know he's just a very, very nice man.
Yes.
Plus, he's a Vietnam veteran on top of it. And I told him what I wanted to do and the idea that I had, and he said, "I'm in." Well, if a city councilman says that he's in, I had an opportunity, I think, to get to the city council and to the city to talk to them about bringing this wall. Then I thought, well, wait a second. If I bring this wall, where are we going to put it?
Good question, because it's not
pretty big,
a teeny model.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty big.
It's pretty big.
So where are we putting it?
We had Bob had asked me to come to a meeting with then Frank Ferry, the mayor, and then Ken Polskamp, the city manager, and several people in the city council, and we discussed the wall, where we were going to put it, and when we would bring it. And my idea was to bring it during school time so that kids can get an opportunity, maybe a field trip or something of that nature.
Let's
to
reinforce
see
that learning. This is history. This is our history.
Because they teach nothing about Vietnam in schools.
You're right.
The other thing, they thought, well, how about Central Park? That would be a great place, okay? And I'm thinking, yeah, Central Park is gorgeous. I mean, it really is pretty, but is there enough parking? Is there enough lighting? And then I'm thinking in terms of, wait a second, there's going to be thousands of people from outside of Santa Clarita that are going to come to Santa Clarita. And let's face it, not, saying anything derogatory about our community, but the drive up Bouquet Canyon to Central Park is not very pretty. So my wife, who has SCV Party Rentals, used to furnish all the tables, chairs, and linens and everything for the mall when they did their concerts in the summertime. And then when Westfield took over, they decided that it was too expensive to do this, so there was a stoppage of that, and she had
the connection.
Yeah, and she had an appointment with then marketing manager, Jenna, and to talk about maybe doing this again. I said, you know what, I want to go with you. And so when she got through, I went with her, and when she got through, I said, okay, now it's my turn. And I said to Jenna, look, I have an idea that will bring thousands and thousands of people to your mall,
Win-win.
that will spend thousands and thousands of dollars in your mall,
Win-win.
and it won't cost you a penny.
Whew. Magic
She-
word.
She looked at me like I was Looney Tunes, you know. Told her what it was that I wanted to do, and she said, we're in.
Bring it.
Pick a spot. And that got us our spot. We are at the corner of Citrus and Magic Mountain Parkway. And the mall had said, not only that, but we will actually donate to the wall
Cost
also.
of bringing it.
The cost of bringing it here.
Wonderful.
This community has been absolutely unbelievable in their help of putting this project together, and especially the city. I've talked about this before, but when you deal with city government, it's pretty difficult. One department says I can only do this. Another department says I can only do that. Another department says I don't want to step on anybody's toes.
Of course.
But this community, it's just unbelievable, because every department in city government is involved in this project,
Gotta love
which
that.
makes it just absolutely an unbelievable event. And they claim that this event is going to go down in the history of Santa Clarita.
Okay, we all want to be there, and we are going to take a break, but when we come back, we will tell you what it takes to get involved.
Yes.
We're on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Don't go away.